This video is about Standard 2 marketing planning. The goals or objectives for the standard are to be able to define market, target market, market segmentation, return on investment, and understand demographics, psychographics, geographics, and behavioral segmentation. All people who share similar needs and wants and who have the ability to purchase a given product are a market. You could be part of a market for video games, but not be a part of a market for an expensive car. Even though you may want an expensive car, you may not have the means to buy one. If you like video games and have the resources to buy or rent them, you would be part of the video game market. Businesses look for ways to sell their products to different consumers who may be potential customers. This involves segmenting or breaking down the market into smaller groups that have similar characteristics. This is called market segmentation. Marketers know that groups of people often buy the same products, and they use this information in their approach to selling in that market. The goal of market segmentation is to identify the group of people most likely to become customers. The group that is identified for a specific marketing program is the target market. Target markets are very important because all marketing strategies are directed towards them. When a business does not identify a target market, its marketing plan has no focus. The data marketers gather can be used to segment the market in various ways. There are 4 ways to segment the market. Customers can be segmented into groups based on demographics, geographics, psychographics, and behavioral characteristics. Demographic factors help to define a target market for a company wanting to sell its products. Demographics are statistics that describe a population in terms of personal characteristics such as age, gender, income, marital status, ethnic background, education, and occupation. Marketers can easily use age to segment the market by creating age ranges. Common labels used to segment the population by generation are the baby boom generation, Generation X, and Generation Y. The 76 million babies born in the United States between 1946 and 1964 are known as the baby boomers. As baby boomers get older, their income and spending power increase, so they are the targets for all types of products, such as technological gadgets, cosmetics, and products to enhance lifestyle. Generation X followed the baby boom generation and were born from the early 1960s to the early 1980s. Most members of Generation X are children of dual-career households or divorced parents. They have been bombarded with media from an early age. They are savvy purchasers and skeptical consumers. To reach this group, marketers must use interesting images, hip music, and a sense of humor. Generation Y were born in the late 1980s to early 2000s. They are the sons and daughters of the late baby boomers. Generation Y is also known as the Echo Boomers or the Millennium Generation. This group is more racially and ethnically diverse with spending power. Fashions and information get passed along via the internet. This generation is very tech savvy.
What are you doing right now? Is it something that you really love? Millions of people at this very second are doing exactly what makes them happy. But wait a minute. You spend a big part of your life working. And any job has the potential to drive you insane.
I think this is a good time for a break.
But, of course, there's a bright side. And the best thing, time off. As a matter of fact, the way we work influences new trends and behaviors in society. And if some things are new and different to you, and to everyone else, it's good to know that the ones who really capture the idea are those young millennials. Otherwise known as Generation Y, G, we, globalists. Okay. We know you heard about this. They represent a new workforce in the global market and have high aspirations. Half of them already have or plan to open their own businesses. Because of their digital, liquid, and collective mindset, They are affecting the way we produce and work in the future. Sounds complicated? Actually, keeping things simple was the motto that baby boomers worked by in the 60s and 70s. Rules were a lot clearer back then. The workspace was confined to the office. Responsibilities were individual-based and very specific, and you knew exactly the right time to start and finish your day. At that time, after the World Wars, the institution represented the security that everyone was dreaming about. Because of this, it made total sense to be a company man and respond well to linear and hierarchical structures. But be careful. Once you chose a career, it was a decision that would pretty much last for the rest of your life. Older workers would teach young ones because putting in long years of experience was essential if you wanted to grow within the company. Having a job would guarantee social status and was the first step towards marriage and a first kid 9 months later. Work didn't mix with personal life. No bringing work home. But baby boomers worked a lot. And this had to do with keeping a deep sense of discipline and honor. Day-to-day sacrifices guaranteed that the family would be taken care of, and they knew that a big payoff would come, even if it would take a while. However, Generation X redefined the time relationship between work and reward. Super confident, extroverted, very competitive, and doing everything in their power to achieve quick growth, these guys were always on the lookout for better offers. A profitable idea could easily put them into a leadership position based on meritocracy without taking their experience into account. As they searched for more ways to personally stand out and be professionally independent, they relied on degrees, including MBAs and PhDs, to get ahead of their competitors. In this more individualistic style of thinking, a nice wardrobe and a business card could help them close better deals and expand their network. Being in the right place at the right time is what would define the work schedule. Business time was extended into the happy hour. This mix between personal and professional life turned a workaholic into someone who was admirable and even sexy. The winner was whoever could get onto the board of directors in the shortest time possible.
I can do anything if I can just get a chance.
And thus immediately live out the pleasures of this achievement. But today the journey's a little different. It really seems more important to have fun on the ride than to make it to the final destination. Ironically, millennials, those unpredictable kids, are the ones perfectly translating this new vision. In a time when pleasure determines professional accomplishment, they know, like no one else, how to recognize opportunities that link passion with work.
It's not right, but it's now or never.
The creative economy, new professions, an entrepreneurship boom, and the new collective power are painting a brilliant and never-before-seen scenario. No wonder millennials are so impatient. The speed at which they connect with the world sets the pace for their work relations. Projects that only will make a difference in the long term just don't stimulate them. And they need constant feedback so they can feel that their efforts are being recognized.
So?
It's great. I love it.
The traditional pyramid inside of companies doesn't really fit with these anxious young people. They're excited about working with older generations, but only if the relationship is on equal terms and with mutual respect. It's all about exchanging knowledge, no matter your age. Being that millennials find empowerment in discovering things on their own. It's natural for them to diversify their channels and seek out informal types of education instead of simply picking out a major. In the end, professional commitment is not just a norm. It's something that naturally comes from truly engaging experiences. Besides having a job, it's become more important to have a purpose that can be carried out in different forms at the same time. Mobility, shared workspaces, home offices, and the possibility to create your own hours make work always present, anytime and everywhere. For that reason, people with different work styles are having more freedom to tap into their talents, and even those with introverted personalities can transform their ideas into million-dollar businesses. Yes, you can stay in your pajamas as long as you maintain an updated and attractive profile across your social network. As you can see, flexibility is really the way to go. Millennials are fascinated when they get involved in works in progress and feel motivated by learning new skills. They're excited about an open and forever beta world where testing and messing with something unfinished is the only way to create the new. Millennials need more than ever to feel autonomous, and they're exhilarated by the challenge to develop and participate collaboratively. They can change direction quickly and don't let attachments hold them back. It's about living better in the present with no illusion that the future can be controlled. That's because of one simple thing. Whoever adapts more easily can evolve along with the changes. And if you feel overwhelmed by everything so far and are looking for the right answer, well, sorry, we're still going to ask you another question. Are you doing what you love right now? No. So start. The clock is ticking and your life is in a hurry. Discover your life's purpose and make it happen. Loving your work will put you in motion. It's the only way to lead a fulfilling life every day.
Gender helps create market segments as well. Products such as deodorant are segmented by gender. These differences are due to the different users of deodorant by each gender, which means marketers need to have a different approach for men and women. Marketers want to know how much money people have to spend on different products. They look at two types of income measurement, disposable income and discretionary income. Disposable income is the money left after taking out taxes. Discretionary income is the money left after paying for basic living necessities such as food, shelter, and clothing. Marketers who sell luxury and premium products are interested in changes in consumers' discretionary income. During tough economic times, people have less discretionary income, so it's harder to market luxury items. There is currently a lower percentage of married couples in the United States. Reason for this reduction in married couples can be attributed to several factors. People are older when they get married for the first time. They are also living longer, divorcing more, and remarrying less. All of this information is useful to marketers. They can decide whether to market their products to married couples with children, single adults living together, or adults who can live alone. The U.S. population is becoming more multicultural and ethnically diverse, mainly due to an increased immigration. The Caucasian population is declining relative to African American, Hispanic, and Asian American populations. It is essential for marketers to be aware of the multicultural nature of the United States. Go ahead and pause the video now to complete the M&M demographics activity on Canvas. The term geographics refers to segmentation of the market based upon where people live. To segment a market geographically, you can refer to local, state, regional, national, or even global markets. Geographic segmentation can also include population climate and whether the area is urban or suburban. Psychographics involve grouping people with similar attitudes, interests, and opinions, as well as lifestyles and shared values. Consumer lifestyles include how much people spend on their time and money. Attitudes, values, and opinions require research to learn more about a group's personality traits and motivation. These characteristics require marketers to use special research techniques. They need to learn more about each group's personality traits and motivation. Segmenting the market based on purchasing-related behavior involves analyzing your customers with regard to sales generated, shopping patterns, and purchase decision-making processes. Go ahead and pause the video now to complete the market segmentation and target marketing activities on Canvas. A market is also described by the total sales in a product category. A company's market share is its percentage of the total sales volume generated by all companies that compete in a given market. It may be represented in dollars. Knowing market share helps companies analyze their competition as well as their status in a given market. Market shares change all the time as new competitors enter the market and as the size of the market increases or decreases in volume. Marketers are concerned with earning a profit or return on investment as their primary goal of doing business. Gaining market share and meeting the competition are the other main goals of doing business. Return on investment is a calculation that is used to determine the profitability of a product. The formula used for calculating the return on investment is the profit divided by the investment. Assume your company sells watches to retailers for $9 each. Your cost to make and market the watches is $7.50 per unit. Your profit on each watch is $1.50. Your rate of return is then 20%.
ROI helps investors evaluate the performance of an investment and compare it to the performance of their other investments. School's out for summer, and Joe's children ask for some startup cash for their respective summer businesses. Joe gives each child $100. In return, they must split their profits 50-50 with Joe at the end of the summer. Joe's daughter opens a lemonade stand. Joe's son buys a lawnmower. As the summer progresses, the children work hard at their businesses. Joe's daughter sells many cups of lemonade, and his son mows every lawn in the neighborhood. At the end of the summer, Joe's son has earned $500. Joe receives $250. Subtracting his original investment of $100, Joe is left with $150 profit, an impressive 150% return on investment. Joe's daughter has earned $1,000. Joe receives $500, minus the $100 original investment, and that's $400 profit, a whopping 400% ROI. Joe earned $4 for every $1 he invested. Joe's daughter provided the best ROI. ROI is one of many measures that help investors evaluate investments.
Hopefully now you're able to define market, target market, market segmentation, return on investment, and understand demographics, psychographics, geographics, and behavioral segmentation.